Congratulations on being selected as a field investigator for the National Achievement Survey 2021. Let us understand who is a NAS Field Investigator and what are his or her roles and responsibilities. Field investigators are nominated by the district nodal officers from amongst the staff of SCRT, DIETs, BRCs, CRCs, B.Ed and M.Ed faculties and interns. It is the responsibility of a field investigator to carry out the survey test in a fair and reliable manner, free from any suspicious activities. Each grade of 5, 8 and 10 in a sampled school in NAS is assigned one field investigator, F1 by the district nodal officer. Grade 3 is allowed with 2 FIs to better support younger students. The FI is required to carry out a set of responsibilities. First, on the survey day, you will report to the assigned sample school as per the assigned time schedule and meet the school head and produce your letter of appointment. The letter of appointment will mention the name and address of the sampled school that has been assigned to you. After this, you need to collect the enrollment or attendance register from the school head and then move to the assigned room to conduct the survey. You would inspect the classroom for working benches, lighting, ventilation, working fans, etc. to ensure the survey room is fit for students. Also, ensure that the classrooms are on the ground floor for children with special needs, CWSN, and there is a provision for a scribe if required. Once this is done, using the attendance register, proceed with a sampling of students under the presence of the external observer. Now, what is the student sampling process? It is the procedure by which you and the observer together will select the students who will give NAS 2021 for a particular grade. A step-by-step guide on the sampling process has been covered in later modules. Once the sampling is complete, only the sampled students are to be seated in the survey room. Then collect the test booklets, OMRs and PQs from the observer and distribute the test booklets and OMRs as per the distribution protocol. The test booklets will be distributed first and the distribution of booklet will be in the order of NAS ID starting from 1 to 30. The children must be guided to sit in sequential order starting from 1 to 3. There is a control sheet for distributing the achievement test booklets and PQ corresponding to NAS ID. The correct booklet serial number for AT and PQ should be distributed as per the NAD ID. The control sheet broadly has 4 sections. On the top, we have the necessary information pertaining to the school and grade being tested. Next, we have the list of AT and PQ corresponding to each NAS ID. You need to update this table with the names of the survey student. At the bottom, you need to update the start and end time of the survey and then get it signed by the observer and school ahead. At the back of the control sheet, you will find a step-by-step guide on how to conduct sampling and the proposed survey schedule. At the beginning of the survey, please read out the instructions mentioned in the OMR aloud to the students and ensure that students understand how to fill the OMR sheets. Please assist grade 3 and 5 students in filling the OMRs of their achievement tests, that is, ensure they fill circles correctly. Grade 8 and 10 attempts it directly on OMRs. Once the survey has started, you will invigilate the proceedings and ensure no cheating takes place and the school staff doesn't interact with the students till the time all NAS materials are handed over to the observer. Once the survey is complete, FIs will collect back the test booklets and OMRs for grade 3 and 5. FIs will fill the OMRs for grade 3 students as per their responses on their test booklets. Ensure that no other staff is present or interferes while you are transferring responses from the booklet to OMRs. PQ for grade 3 and 5 will happen in an interactive mode, with you reading out questions to the child and filling the child's responses in OMR. For grade 8 and 10, hand over PQ and OMR to students and address doubts if any. Upon completion of all these tasks, count the materials and hand over the materials to the observer, who shall count them again in your presence. Please support the observer in carefully repackaging the materials. Every sample school is being provided with an empty bag called an OMR return bag. The packaging of all the OMRs, AT, PQ, SQ, TQ, will be done in that empty bag, which will thereafter be sealed. Once packed, the sealed bag will be in the custody of an observer who would bring it to the DLC school. Finally, update the field notes with necessary observations. You would be relieved of your duties once the assessment materials leave the school premises. With this, all responsibilities of an FI will be successfully executed. Thank you for successfully completing the Roles and Responsibilities module for NAS Field Investigator.